Hello everyone and welcome back to Sophie Loves 10. I'm here today with something a bit different that I've been doing recently because I haven't really done any of these, and that is a book haul. I haven't bought any books recently because I haven't really been reading a lot, so I feel like I can't justify buying the books. But I've got like a book, stationery, and I bought some jewellery bits today, so I thought I'd just show you them all just together. I'm not going to show you clothes that I bought recently because I feel like this channel isn't really to do with clothes, but I bought this t-shirt recently from Topshop, if anybody wants to know. And yes, I am actually wearing a suit today for work because I thought, why not? So I'll start with the books that I've got recently. The first book I bought when I was away in Brussels last week, I finished the book that I was reading, which I didn't think would happen because I haven't been reading a lot lately, so I was really happy about that. But then I had no book to read on the way home, and we were getting it was like a 2-hour train journey on the way home. So we found an English bookshop there called Sterling Books. I'll show you the bookmark. They give you free bookmarks there. Really, really nice guys. And one of the recommendations that they had on their table was this. And it caught my eye, and I kept looking at it, and I'd never heard of it before. My friend has read it. Has it, but she hasn't read it. And it's on her pile. But the thing that caught me, and I'm a sucker for this sort of stuff, it says, filling in the gaping hole left by both Harry Potter and Philip Pullman, the stylist. And Harry Potter, everyone loves Harry Potter, like you can't say no. And Philip Pullman is one of my favourite authors. So I thought, I'll try this out. And I have been reading it. It's one of those books where when you pick it up, it's really good, but it's just getting the effort to actually just pick it up and start reading has been something that I've been lacking lately. I have just finished one of my pieces of coursework, so I've got a little bit of a break now for my next piece. So perhaps I will start reading this. I'm like halfway through it, I would say. But this is about two friends in a boarding school near Oxford, and they go on like an adventure. But the whole concept of this book is that everyone smokes. It's not smoking isn't. When I first read it, I was like, what the hell? So everyone smokes. Like, a lot of people smoke nowadays. But this is any time they have like they think sinful thoughts, for like any kind of sinful thing. So if you're thinking about another girl, or if you're thinking about stealing something or something along those kind of lines, your body starts to create this sort of smoke. And that is the whole concept of the book, that we can see when people are thinking or doing sinful things. So, for example, in here, a woman gets hung, and she is smoking, completely smoked, like her body is completely covered in soot. So I just thought it was quite an interesting concept, and things aren't always as clear as they seem, which is always in these sort of books. It's also said at the back, Dickensian dystopia, which I can kind of see. There's kind of that dystopia, but also that Dickensian style of of like atmospherics to do with the book. That makes sense at all. But yeah, I'm enjoying this at the moment, and I'm interested to see how it finishes. So the other two books that I bought recently were from Tesco. I saw this one, and it's been on my wish list for quite a while now, so I thought while it's in Tesco I'll pick it up. My partner also bought me, which was really nice of him, and this is Stum by Jem Lester, and he is part of the Facebook book club that I'm part of, I believe. So when he first published this in hardback, it was all on Facebook and stuff like that, and you could win a copy of it and stuff like that. But I didn't manage to win a copy. I didn't manage to get a copy at the time. But this looks really good. It's about a 10-year-old boy who feels like he's in a world of his own. He likes colours and feathers and feels the fresh air on his skin. His dislike sudden loud noises and any change to his daily routine. However, he's never spoken before. So it's about him and his story. But I think I like the name as well. Stum. You're keeping Stum. Which, if anybody doesn't know, it means like to keep quiet, which is, I think you know that from the action that I'm doing. But anyway, and it's 2 for £7, so naturally I felt like I should get 2 for £7 because it's like £3.85 for one. So I thought, might as well pick up another one. There was one of these left, and I knew that I wanted to read this at some point. However, I have got an Anne Tyler book. I believe it's A Spool of Blue Thread, but this one seems more like it's my cup of tea. And this is Vinegar Girl. And this is a retelling of Taming of the Shrew, which I think sounds really good. It's a modern take on it, and I think that I would really enjoy this. So I'm looking forward to this a lot, and I'm going to read that hopefully at some point soon. The other book I got, my parents bought me this one, so I feel like I'm doing really well with like presents during this little book haul. But anyway, this one, I saw it in, what shop is this? This here, I can't remember the shop. It's in our High Street. It's the big blue front. It's a bookshop. It's like a bits and bobs shop, but it also sells books. And they had this in here. I don't even know. It's number 1, so that's good. But I've heard a lot of people talk about this YA series, and I've never ever read anything by. I don't think I've read anything by Rochelle Mead. Maybe I read Bloodlines, actually. I feel like that rings a bell. But I haven't read any of the Vampire Academy series, so I feel like while I saw it, it was like, what was it, £2 each? So I thought I would get this for £2, and this is the first one in the Vampire Academy. I probably won't continue the series at all, but I thought for £2 I might as well pick it up and have it in my TBR pile for when I do fancy something a bit vampirish. So that one is that one. And then the last book that I've got, which I think kind of started me buying books again. I was on my way back from Belgium, and we had to go through Stratford, and we stopped for Foyles, and this was there, and I was really excited for it, so I bought it, even though it's massive, but it's the next one that I'm going to be reading after I finish Smoke. And this is Strange the Dreamer by Lani Taylor, which I've been told takes a while to get into the world building, but once you're in the world, it is marvellous, and I absolutely love Lani Taylor's writing style. There is something very, very magical about the way that she writes and tells her stories, and isn't this book it's just gorgeous. I don't even know particularly what it's about, but you know what? I was going to buy it anyway because it's hers. It says on the back, it was impossible, of course, but when did that ever stop any dreamer from dreaming? I'm just excited to read this. I genuinely don't know what it's about. I'm so excited. They're all the books that I bought recently, so now I'm going to show you some other bits and bobs that I picked up whilst I was in Stratford, going through to get home. I walked past a shop called Typo, and I've only ever been to the one in Stratford's, but I think it's a chain, so if you've got a Typo near you, perhaps pop in there if you like Disney, because they had a display and it's all Alice in Wonderland, but I love Alice in Wonderland quite a lot, so naturally I had to pick up some bits. They have loads and loads of notepads there, and I was like, you know what, Sophie, they're £10 each, that's a lot of money for a notepad, you're finishing your MA soon, you don't need notepads, you're only allowed 2. That was my thing, so I had 2 notepads that I could pick up. Joe picked this one up, which is Next Level Lost. I just think it's hilarious. It's got pink pages, a little pink thing. It had like diaries and stuff in, but I've already got diaries. I've already got a diary for this year, so I feel like getting another one is pointless. But it's also got the name of the shop there, so you've got Typo, and that's the back. I just love it, and I'm sure I can find use for it. I've always got notepads on the go for that one, and then I saw this one and I really, really liked it, and it's making me glow. And I thought I'd get this one as well. And this is Lost in Wonderland, and it's got a little keyhole. I just think this is so cute. It doesn't open up to the keyhole, but it opens up to that, so you've got little teacups. And it's in this gorgeous, like, turquoisey metallic colour. And on the back is just like a blue colour here as well. I just think this is so nice. And I thought it'd be quite nice to have one ring-bound one and one just plain notepad. Because I find that this is much more useful if I'm writing on the go. So perhaps like when I have my work placement, I can just write on the go with this. But yeah, I really like those a lot. And then I saw 2 other little bits that I thought I'd just pick up. This was like really cheap, £2, so I thought I'd pick this up and chuck this in my handbag for little notes. I don't have a note section on my phone, and I don't think my phone has enough memory for that kind of stuff. So this kind of thing is really handy, and it's just a little notepad, and it says, "We're all mad here." And it's got a picture of Alice falling down the rabbit hole, and there's the back. So I just thought this would be like super handy just to chuck in my handbag for little notes that I need and stuff like that, because I tend to carry around my diary with me and write notes in my diary for the different days and stuff, but actually it's quite chunky, and this would be a lot easier and smaller to carry. This thing I saw like bags. They have handbags there, like rucksacks. No proper handbags, just rucksacks, and they had like bigger wallets and they had these smaller ones, and I thought couldn't justify buying a rucksack because I just bought myself a new handbag because my other one literally was falling to pieces. So I thought I'd pick this thing up to maybe use as coins or something. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I will find a use for it 100%. And this is the little tag. It was, how much was it? £3.50. That's the little garden of the flowers, and it's got, I just love this teacup. Little teacup there to open it, and you've got sparkly gold there. It's just a little, literally just there's just a pocket in there, so I'm sure I'll find something for it. I tend to have like a little wallet thing for like antibacterial hand gel, hand cream, that kind of stuff, perfume. I stick that all in a little wallet, so perhaps this could be like an even smaller wallet for the even smaller bits. But it says Disney on the back. I don't know if you could see that. There's Disney. It says Disney and then Disney. But yeah, that was really cute for £3. And then today I just thought I'd show you whilst I'm filming. I picked up some bits at Topshop when I finished work, so I thought I'd show you. At the moment the jewellery is all going on sale, Freedom jewellery, so if you do like chokers and necklaces and stuff, like I've got a little Year of the Dog necklace from Freedom on at the moment. If you do like your little chokers and things, definitely pop into a Topshop. But they're all £2, so I picked that one up for £2. It's like it's all one necklace. I thought it would be quite nice to grunge up an outfit. This one, which is a little bit cuter, it's got like little flowers, fake leather with little droplets. I also find with these chokers, they actually fit my neck. Most of them, all the ones that I've tried have fit my neck, but a lot of the I bought a choker from ASOS and it just didn't fit like at all. I had to get an extender, which is, I don't think I have a particularly big neck, but I don't know, it's very, very weird. I hope I don't have to get extenders for any of these because I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. And then this one, which is actually I thought that was really cute. I might not wear them together, I might, but who knows. It's actually 3 separate ones. Yeah, I thought that was really cute. And then the last thing I actually bought before, bought it, then it was originally £10, then it went down to £5, and it's still at £5. I was like, that's a lot of money for like a plasticky metal ring that I only wanted one of them, and they come in a pack of 3, and now they're £3. So I was like, you know what, for £3 I'll just buy it. Like, I like this particular ring, so I got this packet. I really like this ring, but I don't like those ones at all. Maybe I'll wear them, maybe it'll grow on me, but I really think that's quite sweet. Excuse my podgy fingers. But yeah, so I bought that, and that is all the bits that I've got recently, like bits and bobs wise. Have you got any books recently? Have you been book shopping? Anything interesting? Let me know. Let me know in the comments and we'll have a chat as per usual. And I will see you all next week for another video. Goodbye everyone.